YouTube model building community. Welcome to Crossroads Scale Garage. And today I'm going to be doing a new video series. This is part 1 of Learning Lab. Follow along as I learn how to put an electric cutoff switch and some other safety equipment on my 56 Chevy drag and drive Bel Air group build. The interior here. However, I think we're going to have to remove this roll bar for now. I'm wanting to put some racing harnesses in here. And first of which, I want to make some anchor brackets for the seat belts. Going to use some 10,000th styrene sheet. To be honest, this is the first time I've really used this this size styrene sheet. Probably going to do 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter squares for the racing harness anchors for the shoulder straps. And then, what I'm going to do next, have a little pair of scissors that I can use. Okay, there's one bracket. Actually, I'll probably use this as a template. Make another one just like it. Put this back in my storage here. So now, I need to find a good place to put these anchor brackets. I gotta put them somewhere behind the front seat. I'm not really sure where to put them though. Actually, let me know, guys. Do you think I should put anchor brackets, or do you think I should just glue the shoulder straps somewhere down to the floor here? kind of back behind the seat, maybe underneath slightly. Let me know in the comments what you think. So, that's one dilemma I have right now. It's kind of one thing that's holding the build up. The other thing holding this build up that I have a dilemma on is building a drive shaft loop. I myself have never built a drive shaft loop for a model before, and I would like to make this drag and drive build pretty accurate. If this were a real car, it would probably run about 11.5 seconds in the quarter mile, which I forget what it translates in the 8th mile. I want to say it's in the 7 or 8 second range. So NHRA and drag racing sanctioning body rules mandate that you need a drive shaft loop. And what the drive shaft loop does, for those that don't know, is it keeps the drive shaft in place should it become disconnected from the transmission during a hard launch, which drag racing is a lot of hard launching. And this is a drag and drive, so you need to make a drive shaft loop. But I think the solder that I was trying to use may have been too thin, too small, as was the styrene strip I tried to use. So if you have any good suggestions, I would greatly appreciate that. To this build, which I have not yet. I'll probably add it somewhere on one of these sides of the radiator core support, and that is a coolant overflow tank, or like a kind of a catch can for coolant. That is another safety requirement by NHRA and other sanctioning bodies. Or another possibility, this is, for those that don't know, this is the Monogram Classic Cruisers Series 56 Chevy Bel Air. So there's not a lot of underhood detail, and I could possibly put the coolant catch can somewhere under the hood also, on one of the inner fenders maybe. So if you guys want to, let me know in the comments where you think I should put the catch can. I'll be completely honest with you guys, this is my first ever drag and drive build. I always thought drag and drive was interesting, but I never really knew much about it. And when Jason Klein at Klein Race Car Design announced the drag and drive group build, I thought this would be a good model to build for that group build. But I had to do some research, and I'll be honest, I'm still not totally sure if I understand it all, because there's so many different vehicles that run drag and drive. I mean, you have your street going vehicles, well, they're all street going, but you have anything from, I don't know, say Ford Broncos or something, to what I basically consider street legal pro mods. You know, you have vehicles like, what's his name? Is it Bill Bailey, the founder of Sick Magazine and Sick Week? He has his Durango. You have Steve Morris engines. He has his drag and drive Roadmaster wagon. And I mean, there's other builders, drag and drive competitors I'm not thinking of at the moment. Devin Vanderhoof, I believe, is one. He has like a Mustang. Alex Taylor, I forgot about that one. Forgot about her. But a lot of these high name competitors, I mean, they're basically running what would be like street legal pro mods. But I'm just trying to build a, just kind of a, the idea for this was a 56 Chevy, originally built during the 60s as a hot rod, with a 327 small block that has a 671 blower on it, that got parked by the original owner in the 60s. You know, life got in the way, you know, kids, marriage, etc. It got parked, and then a younger gentleman finds the car years later and turns it into a drag and drive competitor. So it's not going to be anything, I don't want anything too extreme, too exotic, I guess you can say. I don't want, you know, pro mod level. I just want a nice drag and drive competitor, something that looks like a hot rod. You know, just like I said, I want that 60s hot rod turned drag and drive look. And so far I think I've done okay. But that's my biggest dilemma right now with this build. Dilemmas. Multiple there, I should say. Just getting the different safety equipment. And something else I'm debating on, fell off of the sprue. Thinking about adding this Chevy radio. And then that way, while the competitor is, while they're on the road, in between tracks, they can maybe talk to truck drivers and things like that. Chevy radio. I'm not sure. If you want to let me know in the comments, yes or no on the CB, because this kit also comes with a whip antenna for the CB radio setup. However, for something this big of an antenna, I'd have to put it probably on the rear quarter panel. Probably have to put it maybe on the rear quarter panel somewhere, or I don't know if I'd really want to do it, but on the roof. I'm leery on that. I'm not sure if CB radio, it does sound like it would be neat, but at the same time, I'm not sure if it would fit the drag and drive theme. So, let me know what you guys think, guys and gals. And that's where we are with the 56 Chevy drag and drive build right now. Have those things to add, and then can basically begin putting this thing together and getting her buttoned up. And once we get the 56 buttoned up, I'll begin work on scratch building, which I have never done before, so this will be a first. Scratch building a kind of a small utility trailer. I'm thinking kind of a U-Haul, small box trailer look. So we'll have to see how that goes. Thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned to Crossroads Scale Garage, where every build tells a story.